Today I'll be talking about the open journey, as we call, because I have so many open initiatives that this has become an actual journey. And I'll be talking about what we used to call the 5 steps of this journey. This is not a recipe or something like that, but it's what we've been seeing our customers doing, how we've been helping them, and that some steps that we believe that are key to support these open initiatives that are going on at the moment. So as part of these 5 steps, I'll be talking a bit more into details for each of them, but we have what we call conceptually unlock the backend. So it's how you enable, how you understand the value of your backend solutions that are in place and how you explore those. And then tying in the strategy that you are working with and reusing playbooks, API playbooks. So it's about reusability of content that you have. And of course, most important thing, it's about integrating your tech and business initiatives together. And then it's about reviewing your architecture. So once you know what you want to do, what you need to do technically to enable this initiative, this open initiative. And then we talk a bit about platform thinking. So how you move from the traditional way to integrate to become a platform provider. And last but not least, it's about promoting your APIs. It's about making sure that your APIs are well exposed, that your consumers, they know how to consume your APIs. And it's what we call serious API care and developer experience. But just before I kick off these steps, I want to give a brief overview of open initiatives around the world, but starting with open banking, because open banking it's the boom. We know it's been here for a couple of years now, but still the market it's a great market, it's a huge market, it's a huge opportunity for our companies. And as we can see, there are multiple initiatives going on everywhere. We have different types of initiatives that are more driven by the market, like we can see in the US, or we have initiatives like we have in the UK, for example, that are government mandates, for instance, where the government is part of it. And they are helping the definitions, for example. Brazil is following something similar, Mexico as well. And then, we have some places where, there are some policies going on, like Russia or even Canada, that are still considering what to do. They're understanding what are these policies, how exactly they will implement. But it's just to give us an idea of how many things are going on just on open banking. And to talk about some other initiatives, open initiatives around the world, we have open finance, which Brazil, for example, they didn't skip open banking, but they are talking about open finance. They want to bring more to this open initiative rather than just creating these concepts of account payment. So they want to bring more. They're talking also about open insurance, for example. And apparently Brazil is going to be the first country to release an open insurance strategy. So see, from open finance, we have things going on in Europe, in the UK, open insurance, Europe doing the same, public consultations, Brazil releasing their first release. Open health, also something very important. The NHS in the UK, it's not something new. Since 2014, they're talking about it. And we have something that it's even older, if I can say. The HL7, for example, they're talking about standardizing the way that health data is transmitted between the parties for a long time now. So the open initiatives, there are huge opportunities there, loads of things going on. And how do we prepare for that? So conceptually unlocking your backend. So how exactly you understand what is the potential of your backend? So first of all, companies, they need to think about what they want to expose. So let's not talk about open banking specifically, but a company wants to expose some services, expose some digital products. They need to understand what they have in-house. What are the possibilities to expose those, let's call, rich services, products, information that they have. And then understand what exactly I'm going to bring as a benefit to the business. What are the benefits? What are the goals, the objectives that I want by exposing this backend? So this is the first step of this journey. It's about understanding and unlocking. So conceptually unlocking this, understanding exactly what you want to expose, and not just exposing a service because you may have something interesting there. It's because you know that you have services that are valuable to your business, that are valuable to your customers, that will then bring other customers. So it's about understanding, is this a new digital product that I'm launching? Is this a new partner or a new way to integrate with partners? Or am I going to start working with innovation? And I like to bring some customer stories as well to better demonstrate what we are doing. And we have a very interesting case with Via Varejo. They were the first company to release a marketplace in Brazil. And basically they changed their approach. So they started providing open APIs for their partners, and they managed to change the onboarding from 6 weeks to a week for a new partner to integrate with their solution. SulAmérica, API first approach. So they reinvented themselves, a very traditional company. What they've done is, let's understand how we launch a new product that always has an API at the front of it. So it's not just an insurance product, but it's a digital product as well. And I could mention some others here. Conscious of the time, I will share this content, but if you want, please ask me any questions. So the idea is that we understand that there is valuable data that can be exposed. The second step of this journey, it's mixing what you've done. So you know that you have some initiatives, you may have some company, some partner to support you. It's not to reinvent the wheel. That's the idea. It's to leverage what is there, the best practice that the market have, by bringing API playbooks. So playbooks are, let's call, a step-by-step or a blueprint or something that helps you to quicker advance in your journey. And most importantly than that is to connect that with your strategy. So making sure that you know the business goals and also how you're going to do that. So connecting all your strategy with the business, it's very key to make sure that you have a successful API journey. As part of these playbooks, it's definition of standards, the APIs and platform, the product that you're going to use as well, how you're going to build and design your APIs. And like I was saying, there are partners that can help with this practice in the market, and otherwise you may have something in-house. So if you started an initiative in the past and you created some playbooks, reusing those playbooks is quite important to achieve quicker results. And as a result of that, you have better API governance, a better developer experience. You will guarantee the success of your journey. Third step is to review and update, upgrade, reform your architectural view. The challenge, regardless of the industry that we're talking about, it's always the same. It's to deliver products and services from the existing monolithic applications that you have, or applications that you have in-house that are not exposable, let's say like that, to your new partners, to your new customers. And Gartner's been talking about composable business architecture, composable architecture, which the idea is, once you understand, so first step, you understand what you want to unlock, you build small components, you build a strategy based on microservices that it's based on a small service that will then enable the exposition of an API, an event, but you expose one service that contains a business capability, and those are called packaged business capabilities, as Gartner is used to call them. and you basically reuse the same package to expose it to different channels, to different customers, to different type of API consumers. And the idea is that you compose all of these business packages to then create new products. Very important is to understand what kind of technology will support you to do that. So once you have your stack of services ready to be exposed, what are you going to use? Are you going to use an API platform? How are you going to manage the events, the business events that you're going to, let's say, asynchronous events? How are you going to manage all of this amount of microservices that you're implementing? So it's very important to guarantee that the services that you're exposing are well governed, they are secure, and that you know what is going on with them. They are monitorable. And another example, I have Elo. They are a card company. They managed to move existing anti-fraud application that was based on a monolith implementation. They approached it with a microservice implementation, and the result of that, the outcome was that they increased in 15 times the processing performance of that application, just by changing to a new implementation paradigm. The fourth step of this journey is thinking about platform. So it's platform thinking. It's very important to expose your services, but there's always a question, which is, do you want to join an ecosystem, or do you prefer to be the company that it's enabling that ecosystem? And platform, it's basically a way to provide value-added services to your partners, to your customers, and you are able to provide governance on top of it. And I have some very interesting examples here of some companies, giant digital companies like Uber, like Amazon, like Netflix, that have different styles of providing platform. So Netflix, they have internal APIs, so it's a private platform. Amazon has something that we call restricted, so they expose APIs to their partners, so it's not just I can go and create something. And Uber has a fully open platform. A few examples here as well, but what I'm really want to share is that Philip Kotler, he says that the competition is not only between companies, but it's about the ecosystems. So my takeaway here is choose where you want to be. Do you want to promote the ecosystem or join the ecosystem? The last step of this journey, it's about guaranteeing that your API consumers know how to use your APIs, and that you are actually maintaining your APIs, you are monitoring them, you are providing the information that the business need, not only that the technical teams, the operations team need, but that you are providing insights to the business to understand how they can evolve that API, how they can bring new APIs, create new digital products, and providing this developer experience. You're going to guarantee that the consumers of your APIs, they know how to use your APIs. They know that is a self-service process that they can onboard using the developers portal. They will have all the documentation. So you make their experience smoother by providing them all the information they need to connect to your APIs. And talking a bit about who we are, so Sensedia, we are a company that everything that we do, it's APIs. From a product perspective, we provide modern integration platform. We have API management, full lifecycle API management platform, governance, service mesh, events management as well. And also from consulting services, we have very specialized service that supports our customers to build their API, their open journey. And how we've been helping our customers in these steps, it's by providing them a product that can help them to support the exposition of those APIs by leveraging security, by leveraging standards, and also providing services that help them to understand what they're doing with their business and how they can leverage APIs to enable their digital transformation, their open initiative, and also to support the operations of those APIs by helping them through this developer experience and API care journey as well. So in a nutshell, that's what we do. That's how we've been helping customers. More than happy to share some customer stories afterwards. Feel free to look at me, look at my details, connect with me. I'll be sharing this content. Thank you very much.